this is what you bring to the table.
And you bring me a pig head with an apple in his mouth. Okay?
To serve. You're serving us all of this. So I think it really speaks to the mood of the country right now, and people are going to blame that on Trump, but that's not Trump's fault.
It's not.
None of that is new. That didn't just come out.
Right. He didn't start it.
Yeah, that's not his fault.
But I don't think that it's his wife's fault either. And I think that everybody's attacking her, and we're not, I guess, acknowledging the fact that this woman is being attacked too for the fact that she's just simply married to Donald Trump.
Yes.
And I think that we need to take responsibility for the things and how we go about attacking her when our first lady was being attacked when she first got into office, and still now, even with being called the ape in heels. So I think that we need to be really careful how we attack one group of people and defend our own and say, stop attacking us.
But I'm going to attack you. I'm going to throw this in. I'm going to throw this at you. And a lot of the term that I've been hearing is slut shaming.
Exactly.
That she is being shamed for her nude pictures and for just being her and being a woman. And, you know, if they put some of my pictures out there, Lord have mercy. We would get to office. So wait a minute.
Everyone is entitled to a past. And I think people should be able to leave their past in the past and evolve into the person that they are.
I agree. So listen here. We have more on the topic. Please stay tuned. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say?
Check out this flashback from It Is What It Is radio show.
Paul he was chilling, he was doing his thing. Y'all, you feel me? Love y'all family, you know what I'm saying? And like, for him to be taken away from you, snatched away from you, just like that.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, world, and welcome back to Gangsta Goddess Radio. This is Tracie Jiggets. I got like 2 Altoids in my mouth, so let me get myself together. Y'all be like, what's wrong with her? Why she talk like that? But I am in the studio with Miss Always In.
Hey.
Yes, and Miss Safiyatou.
That's right.
And we were talking a little bit before the break. We were going into the comments by the officials from West Virginia in reference to just basically comparing Melania. I don't want to say it, Melania. Mrs. Trump. That's why I keep saying that. Melania, because it is a not Nia. It is a Nia. Yes. Okay. So comparing her to Michelle, and we went out with the term slut shaming. Where I've seen many people stay in and say, I refuse to put her down because of this, because of some photographs, because she has decided to rock out with her cock out, because she is extra naked, she is extra touching herself. I've seen a few, but this was years ago. It's not like she just took these yesterday. So, ladies, how do we feel? Slut shaming. What is it? Can we go into that real quick?
Who made that up?
Yes, I think Amber Rose and what's the Black China? They did the slut shaming walk or something of that nature.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Okay, and they were like, "You will not."
So
shame
it's because
me.
you're shaming me because
Yes,
I'm a slut.
Exactly, and I won't let you do that because as a woman, it's my right to be a slut.
Okay.
So yeah, so talk to us always in.
Girl, I can't even talk.
Yes, tell me about it.
So I guess you would have to define what a slut is. I think that everyone has their own opinion of what a slut is. So I think that if whatever your idea of slut, that would be your definition of slut shaming. Because my definition of slut, I don't know if there is a true definition. You know,
Who makes the rules?
Who makes the rules?
Who does make the rules?
And why do I have to live by your rules or be defined by your definition, your standard on life?
Right.
On how I should be, because you believe I should carry myself like this, and I don't. And does that give you the right to attack me?
Absolutely.
So they did this whole walk. Like, I'm going to.
So it would be the same thing if I'd be like, faggy.
What?
Do y'all feel like that?
When you say that, in what terms?
Like, I just think when you go and do what you do, that's what you do in your business.
Okay.
That's not nobody's business.
Okay. But if you're calling me a slut and pointing your finger at me, I think I have a right to say, that's you calling me a slut.
Right.
And that's slut shaming. And that's your own stuff. Don't put your stuff on me. I am living my life.
I'm not going to take that baggage just because you offer it to me. I'm not going to own it.
Because what do we call men?
Sluts.
Whores.
And they're bigger sluts than we could ever be.
Selling sausages.
They are. Child, they get in. Y'all
like, so everybody mind your business.
Everybody mind your business.
How about that?
I love that rule. I love that rule.
That's all to it.
But how am I going to feel better about myself if I can't point my finger at you? And I think that is a huge part of it. Yeah. Like, especially with women. Women are hard.
I agree.
On women.
I agree. I also think that, too, we're talking about the people that are going to run the country. And so I think that they're always going to be under the light. Someone is always going to have an opinion, and we should. I think that people are talking about her because she is Donald Trump's wife, but I still don't think that the same people who are talking about her are the same people who are telling others they have no right to talk about Michelle Obama. So they have, Michelle Obama is classy and defend Michelle, but you don't have to degrade.
But they straight calling us apes and monkeys, which is not nothing new. But we ain't call you no type of bird up in the tree.
Not the bird. Yeah,
You know what I'm
look
saying?
At the chicken. Look
With
at
some
the
long,
chicken.
ugly claws or something.
But we're still talking about Donald Trump's supporters. And I still believe that he set a tone.
He
I
did, and
believe
he's scared now.
But then again, I think that he just ran with the tone that was already been set. I think he just
But now he
highlighted.
look sucked out.
I think
and
he
nervous.
highlighted America for
Because it's
what
not
it
a
was.
game.
It's not.
It's not. But does the president really run the country? Because if the president really ran the country, our president now would have been getting all types of agendas and laws passed.
That's so true. So, do we recognize that both sides needs to chill? And especially when it comes to the first ladies, like that's not the real issue at hand.
And not at all.
So then you go to Trump, and like you said, he didn't create this. He didn't create it.
It didn't start there.
He stepped in and said what many people have wanted to say, have been feeling, didn't have anybody, and they just ran with it. Like, and it is, in my opinion, it is a hate message. It is a message of fear. I'm not even gonna call it hate. It is a fear. Like the white people are scared to death because they are no longer the majority. Everything is changing. Everything is coming full circle, and I think you have to be blind not to see that. And on the same token, when you do things out of fear, and when you ignite fear in this one and that one, and I think that's what he's been awesome at, just igniting the adding fuel to the fire that is America.
And one thing that I just need my people to know, stop being scared of stuff. Stop being fearful, because he got power over you? He don't have power over me.
Not me.
You feel me?
Safi said it here.
I'm
Stop
not
being
dependent on man. He will disappoint me. I already know that. My trust go in God, and that's who rule my world, and I'm ruling my world and the universe,
100%.
and I'm going to manifest. Okay.
Yes, thank you, engineer. We got sound effects on deck. You hear me?
I love that, what you just said. And I also think feeding off of that people need to take responsibility for themselves. I think that based off of fear, the fear is because you're not playing your part. If we were doing our parts in our communities, help building our communities, help putting back into our communities and trying to find solutions within our communities, we really wouldn't be affected by what's going on, because we know that we're building and teaching our people in our communities.
And have our own
Exactly.
everything. Just start it. Don't even worry about all that. Let's worry about this. Let's concentrate on having our own everything. And shooters, we got our own military already. We just got to get our youngsters and guide them in the right direction and bring them in.
Yes, I agree.
We got military and everything.
I
You
agree.
understand?
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because if there are situations where we understand fear does not interrupt what they have to do. So if we talk about hood America, we talking about going in, we talking about soldiers, young people who are already trained to go out and be that soldier type, but it's just misdirected.
Right.
It's just misdirected energy.
And it has to be brought together. We have to.
And what better way to bring us together? So I'm just going to just throw something out there.
Yes, throw it.
So I've never seen so many people talk about uniting as a community, what we need to do for ourselves. In the last few weeks before the election, people have been talking about going out of the country, going out of town, the latest award shows, the Jordans. In the last week, everybody's been talking about what we need to do as a whole, as a community. So what if Donald Trump being elected was the best thing for Black people? We've been through hard times before. Why can't we come together? This is what we need. We talking about fear. This is the time.
Oh my. Look here, world. Look, we got to take a break. I am just so into this conversation. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
I got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice.
Ooh,
it's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it as much.
I was a 151 kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was...
that rubbing alcohol.
You know.
What brand?
Back then I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have what's the new one that came out? Yeah, what was the new one?
Ciroc, vodka, and
no, the other one. Who is real smooth? New Amsterdam.
Grey and
New Amsterdam came out, and it was so...
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time, too.
See, I didn't drink... I told you, 151. That was my drink.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones, because I loved the bottle.
Because you can light it on
fire. The bottle was hot. It was that shaded, that shaved glass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So... I was sitting on the floor, and we was talking about something. I don't even remember what we was talking about. All I know is I was bust out laughing. I got ching, ling, 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 glass everywhere. I wouldn't cut it all, though. I had to.
Because you had your bun.
Actually, I didn't. I didn't have any hair back then.
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And you ain't cut your hair?
Nope. I was just fine. I was like, oh, your glass broke, and it was winter, dead of winter.
Check more of these funny moments out when you tune into BigExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council. Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
Do yourself a favor and listen to this hilarious flashback on Charm City Direct Radio Show.
You know me. I eat like this all the time.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, world, and we are back. I am in the studio with Miss Always In.
Hey.
And the good Stephanie Safiyatou.
Hey, y'all.
Yes,
Miss
so
y'all.
Safi, Baltimore girls. We are in
Already.
here talking about building. And right before the break, Always In, you were getting into that you have never felt the energy between Black people that we're feeling right now. So you were saying that, and a few people have said that, and I actually posted something not too long ago where it said the Trump presidency would actually be good.
Yes.
Because it is a wake-up call for your ass. Like,
Absolutely.
Get up.
Time to do something.
Uh-oh.
Put some fire under your butt.
I feel that, and I'm going to take it back to President Obama for a second. His presidency represented change, and it gave us a example and a role model for us to look at. It Obama, the husband, the father, the man, was a great example for Black men. And so I think that we took a personal connection to him instead of looking at him and his presidency. And if you look at politics in some ways, it's all the same. The president doesn't rule the country. He's just the person that stands before and says, hey, I'm representing America. But the people that the House of Representatives and lobbyists that lobby for bills to come in, those people are the ones that are moving and shaking and running senators and judges and things like that, are responsible for passing laws. So when you think about Black people and what we have represented to America then, now, and even in the future, until we start to take a stance and a responsibility for ourselves. But the President Obama represented change, and he felt good to see.
Yes.
And we grew a connection to that. But it also made us comfortable. And we didn't see racism the same until our boys and fathers walking down the street with hoodies and iced teas in their hand and talking to their friends started being murdered in masses. So it was things that started happening in our community to make us say, hey, what's going on? So now a person like Trump comes into office and he says a lot of reckless things out of his mouth, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're so outraged, but this is America. He's only representing an entire group of people. There's never been an election, I mean, we're not saying there have been, but this election was very close. And though Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, he still was right there. That's a reflection of how America feels.
Exactly.
So it's just been put in our face. So as a community, what are we doing to protect ourselves? What are we doing to teach our children that it's not, I read a post from somebody and it said, if you were teaching your children what America was, what America is, instead of the America you wish it was, you would not be trying to explain to your children today what happened with this election. And I felt like that was such a big statement, and it spoke volumes because we're teaching our children turn the other cheek. When somebody says something racist to you, just smile and say, yes, sir. And it's okay, because I'm a better person than you, and I'm going to sing this Negro spiritual and ride on home. And then you go home feeling less of a person because somebody has just disrespected you. And then you don't understand why. But if we're teaching our children America for what it is and what it was, we would be in a different place now. So Trump being in office is showing us that this is your America, and it's time for us to get closer. Strap up those boots, and start doing
and
the work.
put in the work. You have to put in the work. So I'm definitely here for it. I love the mood of the people right now, and I hope that it lasts. Not only lasts but grows, because there are still people who don't believe in us as a community. People who look like us, walk like us, talk like us, but have no belief in us. So they continue to put their trust over here.
Absolutely.
And it's not working out.
Absolutely. Ain't never worked out.
Yeah, and it's not going to, because it was not built for us. From the beginning, we were not in that picture. So we keep trying to push ourselves in. And we have a past of having communities, all black businesses, all black everything, where we are able to govern ourselves and hold each other accountable, where the law doesn't even have to step in, because the brothers, it was a time where the children couldn't walk down the street because the neighbors already knew what you did, and you was going to get it over here, because that was a sense of community. So it really didn't have to go outside. And we're in a, and then along comes integration. And then along comes, I can get into here now, so I don't need to support Tyrone, because I'm going to Shea Whitey's.
Absolutely.
I'm going to sit up with them, and I'm going to dress in my Ralph Lauren, and you're not going to be able to tell me anything. And that is that was very bad for us as a community, because things start to fall by the wayside. And now we come to people don't even trust black business. They don't, again, our own people. I'm not even talking about outside. Because if you go into other cultures, they're not buying anything from anybody else. They are supporting their own. And that's just it. And that's how they're able to, I believe they said that the Asian population has the lowest voter turnout. Like, they don't care. They're not interested in what's going on over here. Y'all have put your hopes in that. But we over here building, and we over here making this happen. So how do you motivate? And Trump is a great motivator for that. He is. I believe that.
I agree.
So when you say put in the work, tell me what that work looks like to you. Tell me what that work looks like.
When I say put in the work, I feel like as a human being, we all play a responsibility to give back in some way to our community. If I am a natural hairstyler and I know how to sew, and I know how to cook, and I know how to plant fruit, plant vegetables, those things that are naturally my talents, it didn't cost me anything to learn them, then I'm supposed to teach someone how to do those things. It's paying it forward. It's teaching the next generation and our generation. See, a lot of times we talk about teaching our youth, teaching the next, but we have to recondition us.
Yes.
You know, we have to recondition us. And I think that if we start within those communities doing the smallest of things, which are big things, how can we sustain our own communities where we don't have to go anywhere else to get anything? If we can build a mini mart that gives us food, doesn't have to be a big supermarket. If we can have daycare centers, a few of them, our own community schools, a middle school, a high school, it doesn't take much to
a homeschool.
A homeschool. Yeah. Because see, most people think that you have to be certified. You can teach a child through a homeschool program. Give it to the school system, show them this is the curriculum, this is what I plan to teach. Once they approve it, then there you go.
That's it.
Your child has a degree. Your child if you graduate from this system, your child has a degree, and then they can now go into college.
And I was going to say that where it starts is for everybody to go into their homes, look around, and see what is helping us move forward and what is taken away. Look in your own section. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror.
Absolutely.
That's the
work. That's work.
Helping move us forward as a people? and move it around. If you holding me back, boo, you gotta go. Not because I don't love you, but because the hour is late, baby.
Yeah.
We late.
We are very late, and time is not on our side. When you see things like this happening, now the people are in protest. The good white folks are walking out of the schools
And that's
all
as
over
they
the place.
should. As they should.
I have to laugh when I think about the whole safety pin jump
What's the
off.
safety pin?
I haven't heard that neither.
The white people who are against Trump.
Oh.
They are going to wear a safety pin, and that's how you're supposed
Recognize
to know that they.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's the whole way I'm gonna find it. But that is the whole thing. So
my mouth is open. Are you serious?
You have to look for that safety pin, honey, because that's how you know that they on your side.
They're gonna wear a token.
If it's crazy things like that's going on,
it's real.
Wait, I'm not looking for no safety pin.
I'm not looking for the safety pin. I'm looking in your eyes.
So I can only go off your actions. I can only go off. But we just had a protest here in Baltimore on what was that, Thursday? And it was 300 to 400 people walking the streets. Not my president. That's the new thing. And I understand protests, but my thing is you a little too late.
Absolutely.
Like, we can beat those streets and we can make a statement, but
y'all go ahead.
Yeah.
We already made our statement. Y'all do what you got to do. Fight for, go do all that. And we over here going to build us a nation.
Yeah, and then half of those people probably didn't even vote. And so...
the drama.
Exactly. Protesting is not going to keep him from being in office. So why are you protesting? You protest for change. You know, in my opinion, I think that if we need to start figuring out what do we do now that he's going to be in office. We need to focus on what are his policies are going to be and how are they going to affect our communities. All this talking about, I hate him, he's not in office. Okay, we can't do anything now. What do we do to move forward? And part of that is building our defense.
Exactly, because I was thinking, I said, you know, is America really ready for these old geezers to come blazing through your neighborhood in one of them muscle trucks with the damn flags flying from the back? Y'all ready for that shit to pop off right at this moment?
I'm not ready for that shit because we not organized. Can we organize?
That's what I'm saying.
We got to get it together. And like you said,
They got the right one now, bitch.
They got the right one now, bitch. Say that. You better. Engineers on it. But ladies, it is called the Safety Pin Movement.
Wow.
And it is showing solidarity with those who fear they'll be disenfranchised by Donald Trump's presidency.
It's all in your actions.
So
wear your safety pins.
Put your little safety pin on, and you feel comfortable. Like, I'm down for y'all.
I better not see a person in a safety pin. I better not see a person in a safety pin.
Take off the damn safety pins and let's do the work and build. But yeah, it's the safety pin movement. So this is what it's come to. Like, this is where we are. So I am all for you. Just doing, like you said, be in the community, working out. And for some people, that is such an abstract, like, how do I do that? What do I do? We are literally, like, in just piggybacking on what you said, it doesn't have to be anything big. I think we always think it has to be this big explosion, but it doesn't have to be anything big.
Right.
You start in your home with you. Start by educating the young people around you as to the truth of what's going on. And you take it out into community. How can I help you? What are my gifts that I have been given?
Absolutely.
And how can I use that to help those around me?
Exactly.
And it's also about linking up with others who are doing the same thing. Like, because that's super force. That's why if everybody's doing something small, but there's 100 of y'all, that's huge.
Absolutely.
That's huge. So it is about getting out there and not letting the fear take hold. And I had a discussion because I am an educator in the good Baltimore City public school system. And I had my young people came in distraught like you said, they like, well, first of all, everybody's moving to Canada. Damn it, Canada's they're not gonna let all y'all fools in. Like, just calm down. So that's their first thing. I'm moving to Canada. I'm not going back to Africa, which is scary to me because they see Africa as this
place that you don't want to be.
Like, come on now. So just trying to educate them on that. But then we go into, they are scared to death about their social services. And one of the young people, a true story, she said, because people who don't have food stamps, they don't be having a lot of food. And she said, I like choices. I need all the cereals. And I am looking, and she is very real in her. And another student said, well, my sister has 5 children. So how is she supposed to feed them if they stop that is the mindset.
Right.
That they have. So you are dependent. Mm-hmm. So of course you fear, but again, if in your community, if you were being fed, if people were out there, and we have many people who are doing the work that we know of in this city. Yeah. But if that was your mindset to support them and to know that it's going on and to seek this out, you being dependent, and to actually say something like, if you don't have food stamps, you're just not going to eat. And I'm like, oh, baby girl.
Yeah.
We got to talk, and just letting you know that that's not the norm. That's not the norm.
And that's sad. That's real sad.
So we have young people who have been misfed, misdirected,
led,
and just they are frightened. They are scared to death.
Wow. Not medical assistance, welfare.
Yes.
All of that government assistance, that's what I'm looking for. All of that is a business. Do I think they're going to eliminate government assistance? No. I think that it should be revamped. Mm-hmm. I think that to sit at home and benefit off of having children is not a solution to the issue.
It is not. So hold that thought. We have to take a quick break. 410-702-5657. So I forgot I didn't even put the number out there. Stay tuned. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, world, and we are back. Oh, this conversation is fire, and it is touching my spirit. I am so excited for Always In, who is in the studio and dropping knowledge, just understanding. And the good
Safiyatou
is in the house. Baltimore girls.
The official
Baltimore girls. Hashtag the official Baltimore girls. Go look it up. Instagram. Yes, Facebook. What's the page?
The official Baltimore girls.
At the official Baltimore girls. So we are out here slaying demons. That's what we're doing. Yes, we are using that black girl magic to understand that everything we need is already in us. And before we went to the break, we were discussing just what that looks like, that sense of community, and taking what you have and joining in with others and making it real. And we talk about the big thing is where your money goes, where you spend your money, because we already know that money is power. That's what it's all about. And even today, and talking to my young people, I was like, slavery is not a black and white thing. Slavery is a money power thing. Right. Like, if it wouldn't matter who it was in that place, like there's always that need, that American capitalism, to step on some heads to get to where I need to be.
Right. Absolutely.
So don't mistake it that it's because you're black skinned, because no, you, at the time, you were property. You were a way for me to get my fields planted so I can get this money in, so I can do what I need to do. So don't make it the race issue.
Absolutely.
See the bigger picture. And once you start to see the bigger picture, like, oh, they for real getting over on us. And to a certain extent, we are making it easier. The game is rigged, right? The game, we know that the game is rigged from jump.
Oh, baby, please.
So
forget about
that's even more reason for us to go into ourselves, because we see that it works. We see that it works. There are other communities, other cultures who are thriving off of each other.
All the other cultures.
Oh.
But whatever they attempted to do to break us all up, because they knew how powerful we'd be, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason why it's going down. If these black people get their heads on straight, we got to shut them down. When you spend your whole life and everything you about to take somebody down, it's because you know their power.
Exactly.
That's why you stole the history.
You can build a whole entire country with your hands and your blood, your sweat, and your tears. That's the power right there. It's like we did this. We did this.
Recognize.
And we're still here. So it's like they could not beat us, break us, make us less than. It only made us stronger. Now, and I do believe that our pride has been taken from us. And I feel that since our pride has been taken from us, we have a lack of pride in ourselves, our communities, and that's what we also have to, that's the real fight. Ourselves.
Yes.
Is restoring the pride back in who we are, knowing who we are. Not knowing what we used to be, knowing who we are, the kings and the queens and the blood that runs through all of us. That's resilience. That's what keeps us moving.
And I also think that we need to reach down deeper into our community to those that ain't even never been exposed to the conscious community.
Absolutely.
You know, even the little young gunners.
Them
they need a hug.
Folks will
Who
shut
gonna
you
hug
out.
them? They mad. Who gonna hug them? Who gonna smile at him? He gonna stay damned if you don't reach down low and get our people.
Well, and that's a huge point because I just said the conscious folks will shut you down before.
Yes, they will.
Like that's a whole.
Yes, they will.
That's a scary thing right there,
girl.
Yes, they
and
will.
it's not right.
That is
that judgment.
It is. It's
gotta
the judgment.
go.
It is
got
the,
to go.
The ego.
Mm-hmm.
Because before you became who you are and stepped into that knowledge of self, you were somebody lost, broken, and who probably most likely needed a hug.
Right.
So for you to kind of point your finger at that person and say, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, not you, yeah.
You know, you need to get on my level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how can I get on your level if you're not pulling me up?
Right.
You have the knowledge, and it's like we guard it. Like,
yeah, that's all mine.
And if you don't know, then I can't help you.
And if you don't know, then you less than. And that's not right. You know, when I found out that truth, I cried like a baby because I thought I was into something different and new. I couldn't believe it.
But like,
I said, I thought we was doing unity.
Right.
And you just as petty.
Like the same old way.
I can feel down out there. I can feel less than out there. Yeah. I can feel all of those things. So it is a wake up call.
Yeah.
To embrace everyone. Mm-hmm. And it's not easy.
It is not. It's not gonna. None of this is gonna be easy.
Say
but
that.
anything come easy ain't gonna last. So it's gonna take some hard work.
Well, I am happy to be in the studio with two ladies who are putting in the work. I am happy to be a part of the community that is rising.
Me too.
We are rising.
Yes.
And it is just in conversations like this. It is in, because you know when we leave here, it's going to be another conversation.
Yes.
And then the conversation that this sparks. And this is what it's all about. And this is why I am here and committed to Gangsta Goddess Radio. Look here, people. I hope that you have, that you can take away from this conversation that what you have is enough. And you start where you are. Yeah. Yes, you take your talent and you get out there and you share it, you pass it on. We are going to leave you, as always, with the great Courtney Dow. The song is On the Rise, and I think it sums up where we are right now. We are rising. Get out there. Let's do the work. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio. This is always in.
Hey.
And Safiyatou.
Rise up, people.
Rise up. And this is the great Courtney Dow on the rise. Have a great night. A great week. And we out.
A great life.
Yes, a great life. Yes. We're going to do a part 2 of this show, too, because I got to have these ladies back. Yes. But right now, groove to the sounds of Courtney Dow. Thank you, ladies.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets.